Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the internet and of YouTube, and welcome back to Ringlight Fables. I am your host and dungeon master, Skijaramaz, otherwise known as Toneshift, and with me today we have almost everyone. We are down a player, we'll get to that in a second. But first we have SepiaWolfe playing Tuki Fletcher, our Crovan thief.
Hello.
We have Mick playing Boron, our half-dwarven battlemaster.
Greetings.
We have Willyzin playing Ludviek, our Rythari paladin.
Greetings.
And we have Goldwyn playing Minnove, our koboldic bard and sorceress.
That is me. Hello.
Correct. And normally we would also have Impulsive playing Kari, our Crovan bard, but he is occupied with things in his house at the moment that he just can't set aside for this. So he might join us later this session, he might not. But we have the go-ahead to start without him, so here we are. So, where last we left off, our band of adventurers had found themselves basically at the end of a fairly lengthy and extremely busy quest that had seen them get a lot done over a couple of weeks. Namely, the liberation of a population of enslaved kobolds from Fort Red Iron, reuniting them with their escaped friends and family members, and establishing their new horde on the shores of Lake Bafloril, with the hopes of establishing alliances and trade routes with other nearby non-kobold settlements to give them a foothold, a footprint, and a presence that would be missed if those who enslaved them should come knocking again. Among those who were liberated was, of course, Minnove's own mother, Najira, who is the de facto leader of this newly established horde. After spending what time could be allotted to help build the horde up, develop infrastructure where it could, and just make sure they would be okay, the party finally decided that it was time to make the return journey to the capital city of Asmara, and to their effectively contractor and employer, Godfrey Halcis, and generally just start to wind down from the several weeks of intense activity, and very stressful activity at that they've been going through since this particular chapter of their adventures began. And so, as I recall where last we left off, you had all begun to depart from the Kobold Burrow, with your intentions being to make it to the road and then keep moving to Asmara. Yes?
Correct.
Yes, sir.
Goodness, you're enthusiastic today. All right.
Yes, we're doing the long travel home.
Indeed. I've also gone ahead and added some new music to the Watch Together room, so we have new music to enjoy as adventures happen.
Cool.
Yep.
Very nice.
Yep.
This game.
I played it a lot recently. Sepia and I have a save file going. It is very good. Yes.
The music's good.
Oh, yeah. No, the music is fucking great. The game is great. Yeah. So, my understanding is you were just going to cut straight for the road, right?
Yeah,
If
pretty
possible.
much.
All right.
Pretty much.
All right. Well then, if that's the case, because it is fairly difficult terrain on this trip, let's go ahead and open up, I guess, with a group skill check to see how well you can make this trip without bleeding time. I'm imagining that Ludviek will be taking the head as usual. He's usually the lead navigator and things like this because he has the highest survival skill.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Any chance because, well, I mean, we're not there yet, but I kind of figure by the old hordeless encampment, I kind of figure we could probably take the same route back to the road. Like, I mean, we've done that we've gone across that area two times now. Kind of
you have followed different routes when it comes to navigating to the old hordeless encampment. In the past, like the first time you went there, you took a boat from Liviolor to the shores of Lake Baflaril, so right about there, and then just followed the shoreline from there. This most recent time, you branched directly off from the road right about there and just kind of made a beeline, so as to avoid running into like travelers or anyone who might raise a stink about a horde of 50 plus kobolds crossing the road.
I think when we left there too, when we were going to go originally, we also went west-east.
True enough.
When we left, yeah.
Fact remains, though, outside of the Kraven, you're not going to have that kind of advantage when it comes to cutting through terrain.
Darn. All right, here's open. I was just open.
No, it was a good call, but it doesn't really apply here. Not with these kinds of distances. But regardless, so let's go ahead then. So Ludviek will spearhead, but before we get to him, let's do everyone else's checks. Let's start with Tuki, your contribution to making sure that navigation and traversal here is going smoothly.
Probably do some investigation, just kind of keeping an eye out for different types of terrains and like parts where the ground is softer, since we do still have our wagon and butterscotch.
All right. Sure, go ahead, roll it. 14.
Terrible.
for considering you have a plus 10, that's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad, but it could be worse.
Yeah, it could be worse.
That's one of the lowest numbers she could have rolled, and most times that passes a DC.
Yeah, indeed.
I can't roll a nat 20 for 30 every opening.
Sadly, no. But as it is, on account of said Kraven good memory, you have a general understanding of the environment at this point. You've traveled this route at least once, so that does give you some help in providing navigation as you kind of move ahead of the rest of the pack to sort of pick out places where it's safer for Butterscotch to lay down her hooves and where the wheels won't get caught on anything that might slow you down, so we'll count that as a success. Boron, your contribution.
Can I just give Ludviek advantage on his roll?
Sure, I'll allow that. You just dedicate yourself to basically just helping Ludviek with managing the wagon, the horse, and finding your way.
I'll try that.
All right, help action.
Thank you, Boron.
All right.
Sure.
Minnove.
I'm trying to figure out a way how to make performance be a thing.
I mean, Kari tends to do it where he just plays basically just marching songs to keep everyone's mood up.
You know what? Minnove is going to be playing a song in a very, like, practicing kind of way. But it's, like, a very nice, cute little morale booster song. But it's definitely like she's practicing.
All right.
Oh, that's cute.
And just because Impulsive isn't here, I'll just have Kari just kind of gently give you some backup to give you advantage on the roll. Not that you needed much advantage, but there we go. 27.
It's really good. It's a really good song whenever Minnove's playing.
Yeah, no, it's fucking great. Kari just kind of gives you a conspicuous thumbs up.
I'm just imagining that, just like the whole doing the.
You're just doing a sitar going.
Yeah,
Just
basically.
And it's like, man, okay, now it's to actually play. That was my warm-up. Have you seen the ridiculous? Have you seen the players that play like the sitar, but like ridiculously really fast and ridiculously really good?
Nope.
Oh,
I probably
gotta
should
send it
have
to you,
before
Skip, at
we
some point.
decided your instrument was a sitar.
Right? I gotta send it to you. It's so insane.
I'm not listening to it right now or
point.
mid-session, but yeah.
No, I'm aware. I'm just saying at some point in future.
You know, sometime,
Either way.
Goldwyn, if you ever get a 30, we got to have it. Basically, Minnova's playing Dragon Force at that point.
Through the fire and the flames. Anyway, so yes. So Ludviek, go ahead then and make your survival check with advantage. The DC is decreased by 2.
All right, here we go. Thank you for advantage.
That is good.
Thank you, Boron.
Yeah, the DC was 12, so you kind of needed that.
Thank you, Boron.
Yep. All right. So, with the help the others are giving you, you're able to find your way a little bit more. You're still just like your instincts still tell you to navigate as if you're in an open plain rather than a forest. So, every so often, Boron kind of catches you starting to make a navigational mistake. It's like, nope, we don't want to do that. We'll lose the wheels, kind of thing. Just demonstrating his years of experience in navigating this particular corner of the world and lending you some assistance on that front. All rolls thus made, you make good time. Over the course of the next handful of days, it is difficult terrain, but you don't lose much in the way of momentum as you begin to navigate through the forest thicket, sort of picking paths and routes until roughly at sunset of the third day, you finally find yourselves coming back to the main road.
I have been able to be doing lessons that time.
Yeah, sure. Good catch. Good reminder. Go ahead then and make for me an intelligence check, Tuki. 18. So, give me a moment to double check my things here. So that was 3 days. That'll be a total of 6 additional points of progress, bringing you up to 17 points.
Whoa. Nice.
17 out of 150.
Hey, that's still good. That's good.
She's almost a quarter of the way there.
150. Sheesh.
Yeah,
I mean,
learning skills is kind of redonkulous.
It's a time-consuming process, and I mean, it makes sense. We have, like, entire curriculums in schools to teach us basic things like woodworking. It makes sense that learning a language, it would be a time-consuming effort. Like, rules is written, that should be, like, 300 points, not 150, and there wouldn't be intelligence checks to give it a boost. It's just Kraven are stupidly smart and have perfect memory, so lessons don't need to be repeated. Either way. So yes, as you navigate through the forest, kind of weaving between trees and gaps in the shrubbery, sort of sheltering under fallen logs or little laps and curves in the terrain as you're traversing camps in between watches, Minnove and Tuki will take a chance to just sit down and go over more utterances of Dragon Tongue. A few more words learned and how they connect to each other every night. Your vocabulary is steadily improving. Eventually, you make it to the road. The forest parting around you, the paved flagstone path leading further north, familiar to you all at this point after the many times you've walked it. And a welcome sight indeed, for to your sensibilities it means that this leg of your journey is nearly at an end. And you're going to be moving significantly faster at this point. But, as I mentioned, It's getting on towards nightfall when you make it back to the road. Orange shafts of sunlight filtering between the trees on either side, and rapidly dwindling, leaving just the silver of the pale ring overhead to give you illumination. For those of you all, like, 2 of 3... No, the majority of the party doesn't have dark vision, actually. Wait,
yeah, it's
no.
only Minnove and Boron. No, Minnove, Boron, and no. It's
No,
just
hold
Tuki
on.
and
I'm fucking
Kari.
stupid. A majority does have dark vision.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what? No,
It is
no, yeah,
Boron
it's
does
Tuki
not.
and Kari. No,
What-
Boron
what-
does.
Boron does?
No,
yeah,
Boron-
does.
He's
It's just Tuki and Kari.
Croven don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Croven
Tuki and
don't.
Kari.
Yeah.
The ones who blend in the best in the dark can't fucking see in it.
Oh, well, they can walk in the dark anyway. You know this road already. You can walk it back blindfolded.
I still don't like wearing blindfolds.
That was out of character, please. No.
But either way, I honestly should have at some point taken the liberty of actually marking where fucking houses of respite are, but I haven't done that. Un momento. I need to check something.
I mean, we're almost to where the mushroom people were, aren't we?
if
or
we're
are we
going by
past that?
if we're going by the assumption that houses of respite are every 30 miles, then actually you're like right next to one. So, you know what? Sure, fuck it. We'll just adjust course very slightly so that, like, the Kraven lead you back to a house of respite. Just for convenience's sake. So, you have a lovely little cabin awaiting for you.
It's nice to see a nice little cabin on the side of the road that does not look creepy at all in any other sort of setting.
Yes, for once it is nice not to be attacked by the cult of Shromasa.
Oh, yes. Oh, I'm gonna miss a bed so much. Oh, it's been so long.
Hopefully they're better this time.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Please, for the love of...
Yes?
I'm so tired.
It is quite noticed by the way your tail is drooping.
Listen, if you've been just... I'm spoiled, okay? I ain't built like other kobolds. I don't do good on... I need good rest. I need a good night's rest.
That's relatable.
Right? Like, we've been on the road for, what, like a week, 2? Almost 2? And this is the first time we've actually probably have had a bed. Not some heap of dirt on the side of the road.
Yeah, the last time you had an inn to sleep, a place to sleep that was a proper bed, was in Antrim. Probably a good, 2 weeks ago, yeah.
So I'm going in there and I'm gonna lay down a bed for at least 5 minutes.
And
Do
even
not
then,
touch me.
you didn't sleep in that bed. You just, you didn't even sleep in the city because you slept with the rest of the encampment outside. You had the option, but you neglected it.
And I think the last bed was the House of Respite outside of Fort Red Iron.
Yeah, and that little valley ascending path, yeah.
We do have upholstered benches in the cart.
I appreciate you, Boron, so much. But sometimes it just digs into my scales with the wood. It's so nice. They're so comfortable. I appreciate you so much, Boron. You're such a cutie. But oh my goodness. I need a bed. I need a mattress. I'm gonna go lay down for about 5 minutes. Don't bother me. And she walks in.
Ludviek leans aside to Boron. Who's going to tell her that the mattress is being held up by wood as well?
You can't really sprawl in the cart.
True. It's a little tight.
I prefer the term cozy.
What was that, Minnove?
Oh, it's so nice. Oh, it's so nice in here. It's so comfortable. Oh. You guys are missing out. I might just put all these beds together and make one big bed if you all don't come in here in the next 2 minutes.
Okay.
And I'm conflicted. She said don't bother her for 5 minutes, and now 2 minutes?
The perception of time seems relative.
Oh, I'm going in.
Alright. Alright, Tuki, you head on in. Rest of you, I imagine, take a bit to just get butterscotch situated.
Get the cart situated. Make sure the place has got wood for the wood fire. Just the usual maintenance stuff.
Alright. Well then. So, getting yourselves situated. You've definitely got a safe environment. You're welcome to roleplay to your heart's content. Watches won't necessarily be needed here, though.
Okay.
At some point, Minnove will sneak out just to go outside for a bit.
Alright. How sneaky are we talking? Why are you lighting the building on fire?
Why are you lighting the building on fire?
So Minnove just kind of like she's not sneaky. She's taking regular steps, but she's just going outside, and then she goes a distance away and then starts a fire.
Okay.
Starts a campfire, I hope.
How do you
That'd
know
be exciting.
fireball?
You just
great.
step out into the forest, look around at it all. It's like, yes. Whoosh! Blast fire! Burn! Ah! Just spontaneously discovering you're a pyromaniac.
Little do they know they've been traveling with an arsonist this entire time.
Now the accusation won't linger on me.
Blaming it on Tuki this entire time. They never knew.
The perfect crime.
No, the signs were there all along, don't you know? The first major boss we fought, she burned him alive in his own suit of armor.
To ashes.
Right.
Don't look too much into it. Do not look behind the man behind the curtain. It's fine.
Look at the kobold behind the
there's not
drapes.
much to say. If you look behind me, there's just a bed on the floor.
Anyways, after she does that, she's gonna come back in, and she's gonna tap. She's gonna tap Tuki. Hey, hey, Tuke.
Yeah.
Tuke. I gotta show you. I gotta show you something. Come on.
All right.
Let's see this. Come on. You're very willing.
I mean, is there a reason I shouldn't be?
No, there shouldn't be a reason. But you're very, very like, yeah, let's go. You're very gung ho. Could take you anywhere, and you're just like, oh yeah, sure.
Well, I mean, you're my friend, and I trust you. Where are we going?
Yes. Follow me, she says with a big grin. And as she does so, she kind of grabs Tuki's hand and starts like leading her around, kind of to the back of the House of Respite,
Okay.
where there is like a little opening, and there's like a little campfire, just trickling behind it.
Oh.
Do you want to sit?
Sure. You know I like outside.
Yeah. Outside's good. It's outside. Good air outside. Okay. So, don't laugh. Well, okay. you can laugh. I'd actually kind of prefer it if you did. Makes this way less terrifying. She starts she's fidgeting as she now takes a seat and kind of pulls out her sitar, and she's kind of tuning it a little bit. I've you can laugh, it's fine. I've told a lot of jokes since we've been companions on the road with everyone. Most of them bad, some of them very bad. But if I keep things light, I don't have to say the heavy stuff. But this is the heavy stuff. And she starts to play. A little she starts to kind of strum. You know, I've been trying to find the perfect moment to say this. Big dramatic timing with the wind in the air. Heroic pose, maybe. But we both know that's not how this kind of works, I guess. So, I'm gonna say this in a very Minnove way. And if Skid, you want to pop up?
Right. The visual element?
The visual element! I don't have a tongue to speak whistle, but doesn't mean I can't emulate it on the strings. Kari's been helping me a little, trying to find a way to do so, and been trying to incorporate this song to say your name the best way I can in whistle tongue.
Oh.
Yeah. I've been listening to you for quite some time now. We've been companions for a little bit. Not just your words or what you say, but your silence too. The way that you kind of always look at the horizon. The yearning.
Yeah.
I don't think I understood it at first. I thought maybe enough noise. If I made enough noise, told enough jokes, played enough songs, maybe it could go quiet. But that's not something that really goes quiet. It's something that keeps pulling you forward. And she's gonna look at Tuki. And I think somewhere along the way, it started pulling me too. Jeez. I don't want to stop you from wandering. I don't want to be something that anchors you down, if that's not what you want. But I do want to be something you come back to. Not a cage, not a chain. A song you remember. One you maybe hum when you're far away. I like you, Tuki. More than I thought I could. Or would. Sorry. Hard. And if if your yearning means you have to keep moving, then I do want to be part of that journey. However, you'll have me if so. I mean, like, you can also say no. Like, this, I'm not trying to come on too strong, am I? Yeah, so that's that.
I think Tuki just sits there for a little bit, very quiet, beak slightly ajar or slightly open, slowly just gets poofier. For she's I like you too. I don't want to leave, and I didn't want to force you to go. But I guess I've never... I don't know how to put it. Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot. Well, I did, but also not. But I thought it would be better privately when everybody else is sleeping. Hopefully they're all sleeping. So no one else should know about this but you and I. So whatever's said or happening, no one else needs to... Well, Kari might know, because Kari's a prick like that. But...
I suppose that's why he asked you, or asked me, what my name in Whistletongue was. It's for you.
He was my little insider.
Like I said, I like you too very much. Very, very much. If I could stay, I would love to stay, and if you're willing to go with me wherever that goes, I would love that too.
Absolutely. Yeah, I didn't think I'd make it this far.
I never thought this would happen.
Yeah, if you will let me, I would be more than delighted to, make your companion for more than companionship. Like, hold hands and then not be weird. And, go on, like, midnight strolls through whatever cute place we find. And it not be weird.
Well, it is the two of us. I'm pretty sure we're both weird enough where it's always going to be at least a little weird.
But I like your weird.
I very much like your weird. I didn't know I could be this happy again.
Minnove will smile. Well, I'm glad to have provided such a service. So, I guess, does this make this, like, or do you want to, like, not do a thing, or we can also just not. Like, we can. I'm so for being doing. Oh god.
I have no idea what to do from here. I guess just
Minnove will put a kiss on her beak.
immediately stops talking. Just big poof again. Once she recovers, she'll preen a couple of the scales on Minnove's brow.
Well, Minnove is like bright red. Yeah.
Okay. So, what do we do now?
I don't know. We can enjoy the outside a little bit longer. I could keep playing here. And in about a while we can go back inside and go to bed and then wake up and then be like, oh, hello everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah. She is going to be fidgeting a lot, though.
Minnove too. In fact, she's playing it pretty good, but you can tell she's like, fuck shit. She's like focusing on trying to perform it.
Trying so hard to be cool about it that she is backsliding directly into endearingly uncool about it.
And at some point during the time that they're sitting outside, Minnove will like be playing and lean into Tuki as she's kind of playing. And then, yeah.
Tuki's just going to lean up against her too and enjoy the music and the closeness. I think eventually when she works up some more of her nerve again, she's like, I don't know why you expected me to laugh at any of this.
I don't know. I'm just very funny, and everybody likes to laugh at what I say because I'm the funny little kobold that plays the funny music. And sometimes I hide behind humor because I'm really insecure. So sometimes a joke is what I throw out whenever I'm wanting to lighten the mood, or whenever I feel the mood is too heavy. But I don't. It's hard to voice words into words when there's so many words going through your brain, and you want to say them all at once. And then I start doing the whole thing of where I just start talking a lot, and I start rambling. And I know you said that you would not shut me up, which is very sweet of you, and I love that about you. But,
as soon as she says "but," she'll just put a claw up to her lips. Just, it's okay.
bright red. You know, you think being red would help the blushing.
Oh, well, it's night. There's firelight. Just gives you a little bit of an extra glow.
stop being like cute and stuff. In the most endearing way.
I'm not really sure how to do that since I wasn't trying to be.
Oh god, I'm so in danger. Oh no. It's okay. I'll take it. I think that's... anything else, I guess?
I guess after a little bit, I think the one thing Tuki would do, or say that might... it's like one of the things that it's kind of obvious that it's on her mind, and she's been debating this whole time whether she should bring it up or not. She's like, I just want you to know that if it ever becomes too much to keep following, I will understand, and I just care about you, and there would be no hard feelings, okay?
I would take hard feeling to it. For myself. For me. But I understand. And,
as long as it's out there, I won't bring it up unless you do.
Good. Because I won't bring it up unless you do.
Then she'll just settle back in to keep listening.
I'm so fucking happy. Do we want to give credit to the person who provided us with this drawing?
Yes, if you would like to go, follow The Glass Dragon. They are an amazing artist, a great friend of mine too. And they drew this piece in the style of like a storybook.
It's a beautiful bit of art.
Mm-hmm. Definitely will commission them again for something maybe not as grand as this, but definitely as definitely for future.
Indeed.
It's definitely a very good vibe piece.
Indeed.
Very
nice.
And also, like those of you who are playing with me right now, except for Goldwyn, here in the game right now, will not be aware of this, but like, I actually have a completely different screen in the recording for this. This is the only episode we have as of recording that technically has post-processing or any kind of post-production, and it's being done live, and it's just a different picture.
Huh.
Right.
Yeah.
Technically, this is a map.
Yeah. No, what y'all are seeing is a map. What the YouTube audience is seeing is the same picture, but it's framed in beautiful wood paneling with like stenciling of the Ringlight Fables logo. I'll go find it for y'all.
I can imagine you just like when they're just sitting here and she's like, Minnove says, "Yeah, it's beautiful tonight. It's just me, you, and the moon." Hey, you two should kiss.
It'd be more accurate to be the ring saying, it would be more like the ring going like, the fuck do you mean the
there's
moon?
no moon.
That
I'm sorry, man. Look,
Don't worry.
I was trying to quote ASDF. I wasn't worried about more.
Don't worry. The moon is just Kari somewhere in the background stalking this.
It's just you, me, and the owls at night. An owl in the tree says that. There we go.
All right, there you go.
Very
And I'll
nice.
I'll find
Indeed.
the actual image to post it.
I mean, would it really be a Ringlight session if one of us didn't reference a moon that doesn't exist?
We've done several before. But I digress.
What's a moon?
All right.
All right. After a while, Minnove and Tuki will I guess, go back. Minnove will put out the fire with prestidigitation. Or she can't do it with prestidigitation. She'll just stomp it out. She'll just put a bunch of dirt on it and be like, there we go, we're fine. We won't start a fire, right? They won't blame both of us for it, right?
You just kind of mage hand, scoop up a bunch of dirt and douse the crap out of it. It's fine.
And then I guess go back to the House of Respite.
Yep, you go back to the House of Respite. I assume everyone else is mid-long rest at this point.
Pretending to be mid-long rest, in Kari's case.
All right, tell you what, Minnove, make for me a perception check as you step in.
Oh my goodness. Hold on, let me pull up my sheet again. I took it down because I was looking at the image because it's such a cute image. Let me... perception!
Perception.
16. All right, yeah, that'll work. So, as you are sort of stepping in and quietly closing the door behind you, the fire pit of the fireplace, the hearth of the House of Respite, burning kind of low to provide a bit of warmth, but not too much light as to be distracting. Your eyes briefly alight on the bunk where Kari is currently resting, and you just see that he has one eye very slightly open as you step in, looking at you. It just blinks once and then closes.
It says in Dragon Tongue. Just under her breath. Frick.
You say something?
Oh, I have to directly. I said the word prick.
Oh. Okay.
I can't lie to you about that because then you'd think that word is that, and I can't be like, oh, lie to retrospect. No, I called him a prick. There's another word that came to mind, but that's more strong. and goes with a body part that I don't think he has. Cloaca?
That would be correct, yes.
Okay. Wanted to make sure.
And like that,
Anyways.
Tom Scott is forever turned off from the Croven. Cloaca-riddled chickens. All right. Well then, if there is nothing else for you two, you tuck yourselves in for a long rest and receive it.
Huzzah.
Indeed. The following morning, you all come to, very refreshed, very awake and attentive. How are the girlfriends acting?
Tuki's very energetic and is having trouble sitting still in a different way than usual. Seems happy about it for once.
And what about Minnove? How is she acting?
Happy, but she's definitely more tired. She wasn't lying when she was saying, God, I need a bed.
And also probably didn't sleep super great because the jitters of all that would have been immense.
Oh yeah, afterwards could not I would had a hard time going back to sleep. Definitely grinning ear to ear though. And just staying closer to Tuki in the sense of just near.
All right. Ludviek is gonna wake up and I'm just gonna see if he notices anything.
Make an
between the
insight
two.
check.
Yeah.
I'll leave it up to you two. Do you think that a 15 is high enough to notice?
Oh, I would say so. I'd almost give him an advantage on it. But Sepia, what do you think?
I mean, I would think so. Tuki doesn't have
Yeah.
a very high charisma.
And Minnove's poker face is currently not poking.
She's not pulling off a Lady Gaga today. Gotcha.
No,
I
no,
can read your
Minnove.
poker face.
You can.
All right. Well, Ludviek's gonna just basically, after everybody's doing their morning stuff, he's just gonna look over and see the way the two of you are acting, and there's something different about you this morning. He's looking at Minnove as he says that.
What? I'm always like this. I'm always super smiley and super. Is it obvious? Am I too smiley? My cheeks do hurt.
He looks between Minnove and Tuki, sees that Tuki's also holding a bit together more than Minnove, it seems like, but it's like, and he smiles and he does a very big grin. It's just like, good to see you finally have come to terms. That is good.
How many of you knew?
Well, to put it quite honestly, it was brutally, painfully, blindingly obvious, like the sun shining down on a shining mirror into your eyes. But hey, it's good the rest of you have arrived there. I'm happy for you. And if you ever need anyone to officiate the wedding, I am free. Now, I'm going to make sure that butterscotch is ready, and then we can head out. We have a long journey left to go. Have fun, Halberds.
When he says that, Minnove's mouth just goes like jaw. Like, why would you say that?
Just have Kari just quirk around. Just, I might have competition.
What?
I know for an absolute fact that Boron doesn't notice anything.
I mean, this whole conversation is happening probably while he's in the room, so.
Yeah, he's just looking at everybody puzzled. Like, what? Huh? Who? Where?
Should we tell him, or should we just like leave it alone and see if he figures it out?
Figure what out?
I think it's funny if he has to figure it out.
You're being weird.
I'm always weird. That's like my whole thing.
Yeah. All right.
Fine. You weaseled it out of me. Me and Tuki.
Yeah.
You twisted my tail. I guess I have to tell you. Me and Tuki.
I admit the deed. Here, beneath the floorboards lies the beating of his hideous heart. It sounds like you're going with it.
You twisted my tail about it, so now I have to tell you. Me and Tuki are seeing each other.
I twisted nobody's tail.
But,
I never went for your tail.
no, I'm glad you didn't go for my tail. Thank you. I appreciate
So don't accuse me of
Boron.
that. Okay, good.
That is such a Boron response. Just completely locks onto the physical detail as opposed to the important part.
Yeah.
You know what? Tuki, let's go outside and like kiss or something. I don't know.
Well, okay.
You do you.
I can't breathe.
This
You
is a
see,
great
Minnove is now
episode,
going to have to
guys.
update her. You're going to have to update your class to assassin. You've killed the DM.
Okay.
Godslayer.
Yes! Yes! I multi-class again! Yes! I rival the rivals! With great power becomes greater responsibility! Yes!
Why are you the warrior of Spider-Man?
Because it's super fun! Raw!
Is it? That sounds like it's hard on your
Yeah.
voice.
No, I could do that forever.
Oh, okay.
And it's comfortable. I put it like where I put it in my mouth. It's very comfortable. Like I could be talking like this forever, and you will never know that I like feel bad or hurt. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes! Everyone's reaction to this session so far.
Yes.
Yes! Christ almighty. Okay. Fuck. Alright.
You better clip that.
Which parts? There's so many things here I could clip.
Exactly. Make a whole series out of it. I don't know.
Make a list of moments and I'll look at it when we're done here. But anyway, so Tuki and Minnove go outside and kiss or something.
Well, I was actually just gonna drag Tuki out and just like drag her out, and they just go and do whatever. Just blurt it out. Go get
Kiss or something. Yeah, it's fine.
She just blurted it out to be funny.
And also to try and nail the point home to Boron, and I don't think he got it.
So like I never touched her tail.
Yeah.
It's like, we're gonna go outside
Totally.
and kiss or something. Yeah, you do you. No input, no fucking thoughts, just head empty. Just, I'm trying to enjoy my oatmeal before we go, guys.
I'm not a morning person. I'm not a morning person.
Okay.
That's me.
I'm so sad that Impulsive is missing this.
We'll link him the clips.
I mean, the whole session's going up on YouTube, so we can absolutely just watch anything you missed.
All right.
Alright. So, over the course of the morning, you gather up your things, load them all into the back of the wagon, and before long, you follow the path north, cutting across and following the road. The waters of Lake Buffleril to your left, off in the west, shining with sunlight as the sun makes its gradual arc across the horizon. Now, on a properly paved road, your travel speed is no longer reduced, and as we had previously calculated, your travel speed is functionally 30 miles per day when using the wagon. So, unless there's anything y'all wish to do on the way,
Minnove will give Tuki some lessons, continuing her lessons in Dragon.
all right. Well, it'll be another 3 days of steady pace of travel before you get back to the Academy City. It'll be, I'd say, about halfway through the day, so somewhere like 4 to 5 p.m. when you come over a ridge and see Asmara in the distance, the big capital city that you've grown familiar with, and the bustling bridge that connects it to the main highway. On account of the fact that you did say you were doing more draconic lessons, can I get another intelligence check from Tuki, please?
Absolutely.
24.
Nice.
All right, so with a 24, that definitely gives you an increase in how many points you make in this particular stretch of time, bringing you up to a total of 26 points. It is very animated discussion in the back of the wagon as Boron's driving. Christ, all the laughter has upset my esophagus.
It's all happening behind my back, so...
You just hear a lot of jabbering and words you don't understand because you don't speak dragon
Yeah.
tongue. But yes,
Correct.
eventually, the big city, Asmara, does come back into view ahead of you.
Hooray!
Yep, indeed. You are briefly paused at the gate as you make your way in, but not for very long. The guards might not necessarily recognize you individually, but you do have your Halcis estate badges. A quick flash of those sees you through with minimal hassle. And you are now back, oh god, in the Academy City. So, where all would you like to go?
It would probably be best if we check in with good old.
Halcis.
Good god, everyone's coughing.
It'd be good if we checked in with Gottfried and let him know that we met on the road with his son, and possibly, what his term, face the music. Well, I do not believe that any of this will get back to him personally, but we did kind of put him in a bit of hot water.
I
True.
did everything in a way that would leave him out of it if he wanted to be.
True. But even association, or knowing, yeah, there is a term I do not know. Anyway,
Guilty by association is stupid.
yes, and so are many high up in nobles.
All right. So, making your way to the Halcis estate.
Yep.
All right. Easy enough. You know the route at this point. You follow the effectively centrifugal circles of the city, following the pass through the various layers of walls that divide it out into its separate sections.
Yes.
Before eventually you come back into the upper class districts, circle around, and before too terribly long, you see up ahead the familiar shape of the Halcis estate, its gardens framing the path leading to the front doors, the entire ground sort of encased in that stone fence and guards out front. The estate guards, not city guards. And at this point, they know your group. They kind of nod at you as you're approaching.
Even though most are, I believe, with a son, right?
Donald took 3, but there's more than
Right.
3 people guarding the house at any given time. It's a big house. And
Okay.
also, shifts. You have a morning watch, a day watch, a night watch,
Right.
Well, I guess we go. Before anything else.
Yeah, we gotta tell him.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So, making your way, I imagine, up to the main doors. Do you knock or do you just barge in?
Definitely knock.
All right.
Definitely barge in. No, it's okay.
All right.
Needs to be denied.
Yeah.
Knocking on the door, it takes a little bit before it pops open and the familiar visage of Tora reveals itself to you, the elderly Kraven's face lighting up with recognition. Ah, you're all back, and none the worse for wear, I see. That is very well. Please, come in, you must be exhausted. He sort of shuffles aside to let you through.
It was quite an eventful ordeal, Tora.
I imagine. You are all well, yes?
Just a few new scars.
Oh,
I feel completely fine.
We're pretty good.
good.
Physically, yes. Mentally, also yes. And,
Mentally great. Blooming. Blossoming.
Mhm.
There have been a great many things, as I said, that have happened. And, tricky part is to even say where it begins.
Well,
But I'm sure Godfrey would like to hear it too.
of course. Go ahead and make yourselves comfortable, and I will go fetch him. It is good to see you all again.
Thank you very much.
I won't lie, I was rather worried after we received your letter.
Oh. Yes, the letter. Glad you got it. And I'm going to have Ludviek try to make him show like he's not nervous about this at all.
Deception check.
Minnove's gonna walk up to Ludviek and be like, there.
Rose.
Trying to say he's a cowardly lamb.
I mean, you can make a wisdom saving throw if you want.
Fine.
Is it wisdom saving throw?
It doesn't matter what saving throw it is, he gets it.
He gets it. There you go. That's how you act brave there, Ludviek. Exactly like that. Continue.
Trying to do this in front of the person when he's not trying to show face. Great job giving away the game, Minnove. Double thumbs up.
Tora just chuckles as he turns and walks off. He doesn't seem perturbed at all.
I didn't do anything. I listen, Ludviek. Everyone saw. It's okay.
Fine then. If there is ever another time where I have to be bad guy and go and bluff a bunch of bandits, I will not do it.
That's okay. I could do it. I could probably do it so much better.
The sad part is I actually somewhat believe that.
There, Ludviek. There.
All right. So, you get yourselves situated in one of the lobbies, the same one where you actually met with Godfried initially, when you first brought Donald here some time ago. And a short time later, slightly hasty, but not like rushing footfalls herald the arrival of Godfried himself. The door pops open as he strides through, looking rather well groomed, if maybe just a little tired, a little more maybe than last time you saw him. Shuts the door behind him. It is good to see you all again. And he sort of steps around and finds a seat.
Good to see you too.
Well, I'll get right to the quick of it. We did get your letter. Did you by any chance run into Donald on your way here?
Yes.
Indeed.
We did, indeed.
Good. Then he'll have given you the rundown on the plan he settled on.
Yes.
One. Yes.
Just may have been a bit of time for some part of my memory to have forgotten all of the details.
Yeah, out of character as a general reminder, Donald's main objective was use like his standing as a member of the Halcis estate, plus his knowledge of other general recent events to inform the Cadam, of Antarine, that the man in charge of Fort Red Iron, who would have had to have had his business operation licensed with the Cadam, had been lying to the Cadam about his operation and how it worked, which would be, a crime. It would be a crime like tax fraud, basically. So the hope is that while that has not anything to do with the slavery operation, the hope is that would start an investigation that would uncover the extent of his wrongdoings in that place and hopefully others, and hopefully finally see him face the music.
Man got away with a legal slavery operation and got caught on tax fraud. We Al Caponed his ass.
Exactly.
Yeah, you see here, Minnove. Yeah, see, we're gonna take this back down, see?
Let's not do that.
Of course, if someone wants to draw us all in zoot suits, I wouldn't say no.
Well, I don't suppose then that I need to tell you that it was very stressful. Well, not let it shut up.
I didn't mean for it to be.
I understand. The stress I felt placed under was no fault of yours. I want to make sure we're clear on that, Tuki Fletcher.
If there is good news I can bring about the whole situation, we made very certain that when we did... Oh, wait, actually, now that I think about it, we haven't told you entirely what happened on this way.
Yes, please, enlighten me. I know the situation you are addressing, and I know you're here now, which informs me you are most likely successful, but please, a full report would be very welcome.
Ludviek looks at Minnove or Tuki or even Boron, see if they want to, or if they want him to deliver the cliff notes.
I mean, I'll just start talking and then we'll all get bold.
All right, then I guess I'll do it then. Okay. Well, to summarize, after Tuki had sent the letter, Minnove was very concerned about the state of her mother. And even if we had asked for backup, we knew at this time it would be days before, if we might even receive a response. So we decided to, head out. If things looked too bad, we could always turn around and come back and then wait for that help. But we needed to make sure, we needed to know more. So we made our way to Fort Red Iron, did some scouting of it. Along the way, we happened to have come across traps that were laced with meat of a sleeping draft, apparently to catch even more of the escapees. This action of theirs turned out to be a bit of their downfall. After Tuki and Minnove scouted out the fort itself, Tuki was able to make contact with many of the kobolds who were held there captive, and able to learn how they were kept there captive. It was basically the only way to get them out would be to take the fort itself. So we hatched upon a plan that basically involved the very same tainted meat. We were able to synthesize a draft with the same poison they used. Then we were able to poison their own water supply with it. It was, of course, a sleeping draft, nothing lethal. The plan was to, while they were in chaos of changing the guard and having a meal, and many of them falling sick to tainted rations, take out the few that had just been unaffected, and then to get the kobolds out. It did not go entirely to plan.
But it worked out just fine. Nobody got seriously injured and nobody died.
On our side. We should clarify. Throughout the entire thing, however, there were around, was it 6 or 7? No, I'm not. Damn it! I'm not doing the meme. Okay, no.
It was like somewhere in the ballpark of like, you're thinking about like survivors, right?
Yeah, survivors, yes.
I think it was 8.
8. Around 8 survivors that remained. None of them, to their knowledge, I am confident to their knowledge, we were nothing more than a band of adventurers, do-gooders, who basically freed a bunch of slaves. And considering that I made sure that the ones who did go knew of, we were doing this because we were good people and merciful, it is most likely that the Jade Halberds who did remain, some may have returned to their employ, some may have scattered elsewhere. But I am fairly confident that none of them have any connection of our connection to you, or to Donald.
I will say I was the only one who talked to any of them, and when I did, I was posing as a courier.
All right. Well, I hope you're right that they don't have any connections back to me through all of this.
Aside from that important detail, Kari was able to find, well, quite a lot of information. A lot of it was given to the guards at the gate, coming back from Red Iron, and the rest of the information we gave to Donald, and there's still plenty of records remaining back at that fort itself. Assuming the Jade Halberds haven't gone back and burned the entire thing to the ground, there should still be plenty to pick over.
I'm pretty sure those guards that we met, though, would have made it before the Jade Halberds.
Oh.
And, aside from Fort Red Iron, we were able to, well, rescue Minnove's mother and her father, and the remaining slaves as well. Ludviek
The only
looks over.
casualties were the Jade Halberds.
Ludviek looks over to Minnove with the expression of just like, the entire kobold thing is kind of your story to tell at this point.
Found them. They found an encampment, not too far into Lake Bafrul. They spoke to my mother, I guess, and she plans on making contact with the towns nearby, just more or less to hopefully build relations with their hold and the townspeople in all the villages nearby, so no one really gets antsy or nervous or scared of a bunch of kobolds in the area. They mean no harm to anyone. They just want to live their lives free.
If I remember right, she would like to meet you as well.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, Tuki. Yes. My mother at some point would love to get in attendance with you. At least her. I don't know if anyone else wants to, but she would want one at some point in the future. And if ever you want that to if ever you want to make set up something with her at some point, like behind the scenes without me being really present, you can send a courier or mail or something to the Blue Butterfly in Asmara. Not Asmara, Antarin. I'm sorry. I'm reading names. I'm all discombobulated.
It's been a long trip.
Yeah.
She had a very exciting night a couple of days ago.
Yeah. But in Antarin, if you ever want to make contact with that red iron hold, they will be communicating with the tavern owner of the Blue Butterfly, Robert.
All right. I'm not exactly sure what I can do for her, but I'm not against a meeting.
I don't know what you can do either, but she says sure, she'd like to meet you at some point. Either to thank you, maybe, or I don't know exactly what it is, or else I'm just putting words in her mouth, and she's busy, kind of organizing an entire, kobold horde. But they're also all well fed. We left them with some cows, and we past tense cows. They have a supply of fish. They have warm. We stayed there a couple days to help set up everything so that they are self-sufficient in their own, but also so that they don't really go out hunting too far outside of their confines of the encampment.
It might be possible that she wants to put up some trade. And you being one versed in mercantile, the reason I think she might want to be trading is because it turns out their new home is very well connected to the world below. It could open some interesting avenues.
Maybe. Well, the main things I can think of as to why she might want a chat with me. I may only be a coordinator for the erudites, but that does mean my voice has some sway with them, and by extension other larger government circles. Maybe she just wants someone to advocate on their behalf in case things wind up in more political circumstances. And if they are sitting on top of an entrance to the world below, a previously unmapped one at that, well, the erudites would absolutely have an interest in exploring that.
All I know is that she's good.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, all I know is that she's good at talking to nobles and such. She used to work for the Cadam in Antarine. Years ago, like a long time ago.
Well, I'll look into taking her up on that offer then. In any of this, is there anything else I should know?
The most likely name of the one involved. And my notes are blank. Great, thank you. Notes. Okay.
Here again
No.
was the only name that
Here
we
again.
found.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And it turns out I do have a last name for the man. I just completely forgot it. Like, I couldn't find it in my notes. It's Biragan Lomring.
I'm adding that now.
All right, for my notes in Obsidian, where I actually keep, like, paragraphs of world lore.
Sheesh.
Hey, like, this campaign isn't the only Pale Ring thing I use Obsidian to keep track of the notes for. Anything that has to do with the Pale Ring setting, I have an entire wiki that I refer to.
Very nice.
But I think that's mostly it. Other than the fort is now abandoned. Also the checkpoint guy, very rude from what I heard.
Well, he's
Very
wasn't
rude.
that bad.
I can't claim to
Very
know him.
rude.
Oh.
So mean.
He was
Yeah.
just doing his job, Minnove. He was not
No.
mean.
He's doing his job, but his job is what put them all there in the first place.
I don't think he quite knew what was going on.
Oh, I could. Oof. Minnove's gonna kind of look like she's about to say something, and then just
Tuki's very
Nothing.
tense at bringing up the checkpoint guy.
Well,
not gonna bring it up. I'm gonna drop it.
sounds to me like you've all had an extremely eventful season.
Pretty much. Very, very, very eventful and very, self-righteous? No, self-fulfilling. Self-fulfilling, that's the word I was looking for.
Well, I am glad to see that you've all returned safe.
Me too.
Same.
Now, while I don't have any authority to command you, I would ask that for at least the next little while you do keep your heads down. As confident as you may be that the Jade Halberds have no connection of you back to me, I would rather not take any chances for the time being, so just... Besides, you could all do with some rest regardless after everything you've been through.
It'd be very much appreciated.
Of course. And on that note, I do actually have an update on my end as well.
Is Donald back already?
No. You got here before him. I can only assume that he's, still pushing or on his way back. Regardless, no, this has more to do with, the nature of our, arrangements with each other. Your employment, essentially. As you know, a chunk of the reason why I was inclined to enlist your aid to scout those ruins in the Forest of 1,000 Rivers previously is because, for one thing, you had demonstrated your capabilities and your competence, but also because the other team that I would normally contact and send for such more potentially conflicted expeditions had been siphoned off for another task, the nature of which had not been disclosed to me by the erudites. I received word not terribly long ago that apparently on the task that they were sent on, that previous team perished.
Oh.
The mission was it was a complete disaster, and frustratingly, I still don't know the details of what they were even sent to do. Kind of lets out an agitated, sort of grunting sigh, kind of brushes down his tunic a bit. It's very frustrating and extremely concerning. The erudites may routinely deal in secretive things, but this is different. I don't know.
No, that's... I'm sorry that... Yeah.
My condolences.
It does mean that the next time a task of that nature crosses my desk, you're all my go-tos now. So, if you are still interested in the tasks that I have to offer,
I mean...
Yeah, kind of about that. You know, you promised each of us, like, a bit of a favor, and back then I didn't really have anything. Would you mind, like, keeping a lookout if there's any, like, facility in the city available for a new smithy?
I suppose I could. Why?
Well, I'm having a little problem with my back and my knees. I don't think I'll be able to go on adventuring, fighting, doing these things for much longer.
Boron, is it anything you need me to look at? Perhaps just some healing that you need.
I think it's something more...
older
Retired.
than most half dwarfs that have certain problems in their bones. We are not meant to be, so
Yeah. No, understandable, Boron. If you wish to retire.
Well, go on.
I was just gonna. You can speak.
Okay. Well, other facilities around the city might have need of a smithy or a carpenter, but it is, it seems likely that, at least for the foreseeable future, the rest of your friends will be returning to this estate at the end of any of their general jaunts. And, well, I won't lie to you, my estate could do with a qualified smith and carpenter.
I'd be. That might be a very nice setup for now. If that's okay with you, certainly. There's.
You've used my tools before when you were working to upgrade your wagon. I've seen your work. It's sound, it's solid. And in the event that your friends need you, they know where to find you.
I'd be happy. I'd be delighted. Absolutely. I have a bunch of things to work on right now, but yeah, sounds great.
Then we'll have to go over the finer points and the paperwork of that another time. Someone talking in someone's background really quietly?
Not that I'm aware of.
It might be my sister in the next room over watching something.
Okay.
Not much I can do about it, unfortunately.
Gotcha. Well then. Busy days at our back, and busy days at our front. Isn't that always how it goes?
Actually, there happen to be any other work you need around here?
You're not retiring too, are you?
No. I don't think I have the capacity to stop.
Well then, why do you ask?
Maybe a bit more of a private conversation.
Understood. We can... Whatever you need to talk about, I suppose we can go over it. Is there anything else the rest of you need to go over with me, as long as we are gathered here?
Thank you for everything. Your help. It sent us to the right direction, and I don't think I would have found her without you. So I want to give you my gratitude in that, and if you need me at all for anything, I am at your service. I'm now in your debt.
As far as I am concerned, all debts between us are squared. You and yours brought me back my son. I hoped you find your mother, in whatever small way I contributed to that endeavor. If it is your decision to continue aiding me, I am happy to receive your service, but please, do not feel as though you are obligated.
I want to. At least to help others and help you. Just little helpful hand. Gives me something to do in the meantime. Otherwise, I don't know what I'd do with myself. Probably get annoying in a tavern somewhere and be someone's problem.
Well, if you have to be someone's problem, better to be a problem that can be pointed at villains, eh?
Exactly! So you get it. I'm really annoying.
I find you delightful personally, but regardless.
You know, that seems to be a quite often review I get, which is quite weird.
Well, if there's nothing else, then he sort of nods to you, Tuki. Then I suppose we have, what do you want to talk about? The rest of you, feel free to relax and take it easy. I'll be sure to send Tuki back to you as soon as we're done talking.
All right.
All right. He stands up and sort of beckons for you to follow him, Tuki. Walk with me.
Tuki will get up and follow.
Right. Leads you out of the lounge and out into the halls, sort of beyond. Once you're a fair distance away from that lounge, he glances sideways at you. So, what's all this about then?
I also thought of something I would like, and I know I already asked you for a favor, so I understand if the answer is no, especially with how long and potentially expensive this might be, but I would very much like to get my family out of Leislan. I was hoping you might help and maybe have a place for them to earn their way. Or...
That is a significant ask. You are not wrong.
I understand if it's no, just...
Well, how big of a family are we talking, and what are their qualifications?
Well, there's my mother. She makes musical instruments. Pull out her kalimba. This is her craftsmanship. I know that's not particularly useful to you, but my father, he's a very good salesperson, I guess I would say. Even with nothing, he managed to keep us fed. And then my little sister, probably about 14 or 15 right now. And the last I saw her, I would not be able to do a profession or a qualification. And my brother currently has a job. He's a sailor on the Blue Horizon. I'd at least want to somehow let him know where I am and where my family might be if they aren't there anymore.
Right. Well, as you're kind of you've been walking as you've been talking, you kind of come to a stop somewhere on the second floor. Godfrey kind of folds his hands behind his back as he looks contemplatively out a window on the side of the wall. Well, Tora's certainly not getting any younger. And I love that old bird, but at some point he's going to wear himself out. A helping hand for him might not go awry. You say your sister is about 14 or 15 years old?
Yes.
Mother's good at crafting things, seemingly from bits and bobs. That's resourceful.
Yes.
Father's a good salesperson, you say, a gift of the gab.
Yes.
I'm not sure to what extent I'd be able to make use of many of those skill sets, but I'll tell you what. It is a very long journey, you are right. Transporting a family of Crovan over so many miles would be a profound time investment, and it would be very expensive. I would need to send someone, and they would need to be paid well enough to accommodate such a long journey. And security also, the roads are dangerous. So, if you can confirm that your family wants this, then I can facilitate their transfer. But unless I can be assured that I'm not spending time and coin on something that will ultimately amount to nothing, as much as I owe you, that's a bit of a tall order.
I don't need to contact them. Need to know how much that city is awful for Crovan. I grew up in an abandoned warehouse. My walls were tarps. And as far as I know, they haven't moved.
Make for me a persuasion check. Nice.
That's a 19, everybody.
Yeah, that's good. Godfrey thinks it over for a few seconds. I had heard that Laeslan was pretty bad for Crovan. Is it as bad as all the stories say?
I don't know what the stories are. But I would imagine stories don't do it justice.
Kind of looks down sort of at the kalimba you showed him a bit ago. I suppose I should take it to mean something that the signature skill your mother has that you saw fit to bring up is her ability to make musical instruments out of, what is this, driftwood and scrap metal?
Yes.
All right, I suppose it's only fair. You brought me my son. I suppose the least I can do is try to bring you your family too.
I mean, I know that it's... I won't be upset if it's too much. I haven't really wanted anything for years. things have changed, and I feel like I can think a bit more clearly about my past.
Well, I will do what I can. It might not be a swift process, but Laeslan is very far, and regrettably, Valreeve doesn't have any large active ports. Asmara here is the biggest port city we have. Ships coming in and out of here aren't generally ocean-worthy.
I know.
I don't want to pry into the reasons why you're here instead of there. But
It's just the yearning.
I can only imagine how painful that must have been.
I didn't fully understand it until I had a conversation with Minnove. I guess, to put it simply, I was looking for reasons to be upset with them until I was asked if I was upset with them.
Why would you be upset with them?
Because they let me go.
Every time I've heard Torah talk about the yearning, he says that's always the worst part. That when it calls, you have to let whoever it's calling just go. Because if you're holding them down, you're just hurting them more.
I didn't understand that until I was here, in this very house.
And now you have things that you left unsaid. And you
Yes.
need to rectify that.
Yes.
Well, as I said, you and yours brought me my son and gave me the chance to say the things I left unsaid. It's within my power, albeit at a longer time frame. It would be cruel of me to deny you returning that favor, so... like I said, I'll do what I can. Sort of pats you on the shoulder.
Thank you.
Well, I did promise I'd repay my debts to all of you. And I still have several debts to repay.
I didn't want to make you feel obligated by using that.
Tuki, you and your friends saved my son, the only family I have left.
I did so without plans for reward.
And that's why you should get one. Satisfaction for kindness might be a reward all on its own, but it should be answered with the favor returned, I think. World's a better place that way. Now, your friends are probably starting to get a little worried. Go and take your ease.
They did seem to think that I might be in a bit of trouble.
No. Again, all of the stress I felt was entirely self-inflicted. Like I said, I have debts to repay to all of you. That letter simply reminded me of that, and I agonized over what I could do for rather longer than was perhaps healthy. But that's my own damn fault for being terrible at regulating my own emotions and my spiraling paranoia, particularly when it comes to my son.
I will go back to them.
Of course.
Thank you again.
Of course.
And Tuki will turn around to head back.
All right. So, what's everyone else been doing while that conversation was happening? Why do you sound like you're so far away?
Oh, because I put the microphone up. I was snacking and I put the microphone up. No, Boron is unloading the cart and getting the plate armor sorted, and he's also taking measurements from Ludviek.
Minnove's commenting, "You got a fat ass."
My
But
God!
we only own a horse. Butterscotch. We do not own an ass. Or even a mule.
Not anymore.
I'm not really sure how to accommodate that tail, but I'll
If you
give it
put
my
a
best.
Ludviek, how are you at tucking?
Well, I can roll quite well if I just scrunch up a little bit.
No, like tucking your tail. Have you ever tucked before?
Well, sometimes there are some chairs sitting on that are just not designed for people with tails.
No, they're not. Especially like tails like this. And then will gesture to her big fucking base of a tail. Like, look.
I'm a dumbass who keeps saying that kobolds have whip-like tails when they sure as shit don't. Their tails are thick at the base.
She got a thick base.
Minnove's thick. I'm sorry, carry on.
And not just in the head.
That's Tuki's job.
No, I completely understand. It completely sucks. And the thing is, my type of tail, I can't really tuck. So if you can tuck your tail, then that would be perfectly fine. You can even hide it, even.
It does get uncomfortable though if I try that. It's
Well, of course it does. It's going up your ass.
Again, we do not own. I'm missing something here. Boron, I know I am missing something here.
What?
Oh, you'll get it someday. Don't worry. She's gonna pat him on the face, reach up and just pat, bring him down, reach up and pat nicely.
You are patronizing me, young woman.
You patronize me all the time.
Yes, but that is because I'm supposed to.
You get used to it. That's just normal for me.
Oh yeah. No, if Boron's retiring, you're gonna get the brunt of all the Boron jokes. So best be prepared. Cause Ludviek, how do you think you'll miss your left eye?
The good thing, Minnove, is that there are no techniques in combat I was thinking about testing out. Could use a sparring buddy now that Boron is retiring.
You want to spar?
Yes, it would be quite illuminating.
Quite. I'd be so down to be your sparring buddy if you'd have a sparring buddy, since Boron is retiring and you might need someone to sharpen your skills.
Yes. So can you ask if Kari is busy next week?
I hate you. I hate you so much. And Minnove will then cast cast catapult, and she's gonna fling like a piece of wood at Ludviek, like a plank of wood.
There's just a book lying on a counter nearby, and you just yeet it at his face.
You're just like,
Ouch.
and then she walks away. I'll go see if Kari's available next week.
All right, then. Dexterity saving throw. Ouch.
Ouch.
Book hits him in the face.
And you take 3d8.
That. Ouch.
Jesus!
What kind of book is this? The Encyclopedia Britannica?
The Carpenter's
Old
Manual.
volumes.
The Advanced Carpenter's Manual. You just needed an entire college
Everybody-
textbook with a hard leather cover.
Everyone remember, Minnove's catapult. Look at the damage catapult does. Put that in your
Does
back
catapult do
pocket
that
for a
damage?
future point.
I had catapult on a
Catapult does
warlock.
that
It didn't
damage.
do that much damage for him.
It strikes 3d8 bludgeoning damage.
Jesus.
When you cast a spell using a second level or higher, the maximum. I can only the downside is I can only do 5 pounds. But if I level it up, I get an additional 5 pounds. So at some point, I can throw fucking Tuki maybe.
I mean,
Or
what's
at least something that Tuki's carrying.
5 times 9 is only 45 pounds, and Tuki's light, but she's not that light.
She probably could be 45 pounds.
She's more than that.
Launch a child.
She's got hollow bones.
I did the math for it. She's 75 pounds.
Damn
All
it.
right. You can't launch your wife. Sorry.
I'll launch all her shit though.
They'll be your
Piece
kids
of fucking
too.
art. No, her shit. Her shit.
Oh, I thought you said her kids, and I was getting worried. It's like, oh god damn.
Her stuff, her things, because my wife's a fucking arsenal.
All right.
Jesus Christ. My
It's
wife's
true.
a fucking arsenal.
I'm going to assume though that
Doom kickers,
Ludviek
how many
does
guns
not
you're
take
packing?
that much damage from a book.
No, I wouldn't. For roleplay standards, I would not. I would not.
Yeah,
Alright.
we rolled that for the lulls, not for the realities.
Okay.
I could kill you. Minnove would be like, I could kill you. I might be a really good sparring partner. I could throw a desk at you, and you'd be like, what?
That's very nice things to say for someone who is in grappling range.
God. Huh.
I'd
I'd say it's like at about this time that Tuki arrives. Like, as Minnove's like stomping out the door, Tuki marches in. It's like almost bump into each other in the threshold.
Okay. Everything all right?
Oh, everything's fine. Should look back at Ludviek. He's just studying. He decided to hit the books, you know, learning what Boron had to teach him, so that we'd have a carpenter on site.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. I'm going inside to maybe find something to eat, because I'm quite famished, and ration my patience.
Oh yeah. We can actually eat a meal here.
Right? Oh my gosh. I was like, it was so weird because I don't mind beef jerky, and I don't mind like dried meats and such. But it sucks that that's all I can really consume, you know? So it's like it just gets bland and boring, and just it gets gummy after a while too, you know, and just
Perfect opportunity to go on a date. Go have dinner somewhere nice. Me and all of my happy shipper ass energy over here be like,
What are you? How was your talk with Godfrey? Everything go all right?
I feel guilty, but also things went well.
That's good. I'm glad it went well. I'm sorry you feel guilty. But I'm sure
Asking for things.
Oh, hon, you should ask for things more often. Use your words, use your voice. You got a pretty one.
More poof.
Minnove grins. Anyways, enjoy. And Minnove walks in. I'm gonna go find the kitchen or Agatha. One of the two.
We could go get lunch.
You wanna get lunch?
It's closer to dinner time at this hour, as a reminder. But...
Like her brain's working right now.
Gotcha.
Well, sure. We can get dinner, of some sort. Trying to think. What's a good dinner place? Tora! Tora! Tora!
You kind of go running off into the estate, shouting Tora's name.
Back to Boron. Ludviek inquires with Boron. It's like, so, how long do you think it might take to rework a set of armor to me? No, it's not exactly made in my size or shape, so I don't want to ask for the impossible, of course, Boron. But if you could, it would be amazing.
Oh, I think one of the guys was pretty tall. I think his plate armor would need some refitting, but I'd say maybe a week or two.
Well, if there's anything else I can do to help you with that, do let me know. In the interim, seeing as how we've got time to kill, I'm going to have to think on that. Oh, and then how about you, Kari? What are you doing, aside looking devilishly handsome in the corner? Great to hear. Thank you, Kari.
Just kind of narrows his eyes at you. You know, Ludviek, I don't think I like you right now.
Oh, what is there not to like?
Just kind of narrows his eyes a little further.
Be careful, Kari. I heard the many mothers say that if you make a face like that, it'll get stuck.
He walks out.
Be careful! Squint too much and you'll need glasses eventually. Do you know how hard it's going to get glasses for a Cloven? I mean, it can't stay there. It would just slide off peak. You need to get something special.
DM coughed with glass, like two glasses of profile picture. Yes.
Well, I'm sorry, but Ludviek has not met God lately.
He has not met Tosi the Scribe. No, like Kraven glasses, I imagine work in one of two ways. Either they like have like a clasp that like wraps around like the back of the head, almost like a bra, or it's more just like a string or a chain that just connects the ends of the two earpieces together. It's a different mechanism entirely than conventional glasses, but I imagine it's doable.
Or a pince nez.
What?
A pince nez, the kind that just pinches the bridge of the nose.
I suppose that would also work. Kraven nostrils are notoriously useless, so just hook your glasses into those.
Or if you want to give even more metal, they just carve a little bit of a groove into the beak.
Might be a bit much, but either way.
That would be very drastic. Like,
you don't do that unless you decide that's if you decide you want like beak piercings.
Yeah.
Which, those are a thing. Beak piercings absolutely are a thing. You look around hard enough, I'm sure you'll find a Kraven who jingles every time they talk.
Jingle, jingle, jingle.
Just opens their mouth and a whole bunch of rings all along their beak just... Or just like put like piercings along like the edge of the beak that make it look like they have teeth.
That would be horrifying.
It would be horrifying. Suddenly that Kraven has a bite attack.
Future encounter.
Either way. So, with all of that, as you start to settle in for this period of downtime that you have coming up, with one member of the party decidedly retiring from the adventuring side of things, I think we're going to go ahead and call it there for the night. Because we are going into a lengthy period of downtime, and this is basically the conclusive end of Minnove's arc. And I don't want to thunder too far ahead as we get into a little bit of an interim plot thread without everyone here. So thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, so much for joining us for this session of Ringlight Fables. We'll see you next time. And until then, take care of yourselves. Keep listening. Don't be a dick. And wave Boron good farewell, because that character is being retired as an adventurer. He'll still show up, though. Don't worry. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Goodbye, Boron. We shall see you soon.
Oh.